You know, as much as they might not like to admit it, the radical feminist Marxist collectivist movement of the past 50 years has given birth to some devastatingly revealing offspring. And one of the most revealing just came to us by way of the NBC News website, where, get this, an opinion writer claims that heterosexuality is the bedrock of global oppression against women. Hi everyone, I'm Gardner Goldsmith for MRCTV. Yes, this blinding comet of intellectual certitude comes to us from Marcy Bianco, who writes for NBC a piece one suspects might easily fit on the walls of a padded cell. Why don't they just rename the network, you know? Instead of NBC, just call it SJW. It'd be more truth in advertising anyway, right? First, there's the headline. Miley Cyrus's split with Liam Hemsworth isn't just celebrity gossip, it's a blow to the patriarchy. Yeah, you know how routinely, outspokenly patriarchal Mr. Hemsworth is, rather than being a regular guy just going about life as best he can. No, he's a real bad guy, keeping women down. Those being women, many of whom view him as a sex symbol and have helped make him a film star who's appeared on all kinds of magazines published and purchased by women and on television shows produced and viewed by millions of women. And thankfully, Mr. Bianco dives deeper into her offering. Over the past week, an assortment of trending stories from Jeffrey Epstein to the Dayton and El Paso mass shooters to Miley Cyrus's separation and Julianne Howe's declaration that she's not straight together have laid bare the strictures of an American patriarchy on the edge of a nervous breakdown. As the status quo, heterosexuality is just not working. Because, of course, those mass shooters were driven by a desire to promote male domination, right? Yeah, even though the alleged Dayton shooter openly supported Liz Warren for president, and I think last time I checked, Liz Warren's an American Indian woman or something like that.
I'm not a person of color. I'm not a citizen of a tribe.
You kind of like the original Rachel Dolezal, a little bit. Rachel Dolezal was a white woman pretending to be black.
But Bianco's thesis in this mulligan stew of disjointed SJW offal is actually clear. It's heterosexuality that's the problem. And heterosexuality isn't a naturally occurring biological imperative for the vast majority of humans in all history. It's a system of sociological oppression that's finally being broken by courageous, completely balanced, liberated women. While men stew in their mess, women are rising. They're taking back control of their lives and their bodies, and they are questioning the foundation of the patriarchy. Heterosexuality that has kept them blindly subordinate for centuries. But this begs a few nagging questions, not the least of which is how Bianco can claim there's a patriarchy in a nation state that sees women owning 51% of all businesses, that sees the ongoing dominance of female-written, female-bought novels, aka the romance genre, and its subgenres comprising 87% of all ebook sales, that sees TV talk shows and entire networks oriented to women, leading to women dominating the list of the most financially well-off talk show hosts in history, that sees movie studios making films specifically for women, that for decades has seen the federal government take money from men to fund abortions for women, the vast majority of whom engaged in sexual activity voluntarily, that sees women who don't voluntarily leave their jobs to take advantage of their biological power to give birth actually earn salaries on par to male counterparts. If there really is a patriarchy, how are women blindly subordinate? Either women are really unobservant, and remember, Bianco doesn't say women are being kept unwillingly subordinate. She uses the word blindly, which implies female participation in their own subjugation, or they're willingly subservient.
I know that I've always kind of carried a habit of submissiveness.
And this is where the camel's nose of postmodernists, we can tell you the real meaning of what you said, semiotics, comes in under the tent. Patriarchy is at its most potent when oppression doesn't feel like oppression, or when it's packaged in terms of biology, religion, or basic social needs like security, comfort, acceptance, and success. Heterosexuality offers women all these things as selling points to their consensual subjection. Oh man, yeah, for their consensual subjection. Well, since one can't be subjected to something consensual, that's kind of a non-starter. But it is, of course, the SJW foundation on which Bianco's thesis rests. And it's the kind of textual, linguistic, David versus Goliath language that postmodernism and cultural Marxist collectivists had used going back to Marx, and even before Marx, going back to Rousseau's 18th century discourse on inequality. Bianco's lunatic and baseless piece typifies the tactics of collectivists to use anything, anytime, true or false, to demonize those who might stand in the way of more collectivization. It's not merely about treating men, women, old, young, gay, straight with respect. It's about destroying the impediments to the expansion of political control over others and over their property. It always has been, and it always will be. Whether it's found in the gossip columns or it's found in a political treatise 200 years ago, they always seem to be searching for political power. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and visit MRCTV.org for lots more videos and pieces by the great team at MRC. For MRCTV, I'm Gardner Goldsmith.